A British-born Nigerian journalist and lawyer has died following a robbery attack in Nigeria's capital. Somtochukwu Christel Maduagwu, widely known as Somi, was born and raised in the United Kingdom to Nigerian parents. She grew up embracing both cultures, developing the confidence and poise that later defined her career. After studying law, she went on to work as a journalist. Last year, she had joined Arise News in Nigeria, where she reported on legal affairs, women's rights, and NGOs. She was also recognised in pageantry as first runner-up in Miss Tourism Nigeria 2023. But on the 29th of September this year, tragedy struck. Armed robbers targeted her apartment complex in Katampe, Abuja. According to accounts from a family friend, the robbers moved from one apartment to another, robbing residents. In fear, Somtochukwu attempted to escape by jumping from her window. She sustained serious injuries. The police arrived minutes later and found her still alive. She reportedly begged for medical help, but was informed that their vehicle had no fuel. Sadly, she passed away soon after, cutting short a promising career. She was just 29 years old. Arise News described her as a vibrant journalist whose voice resonated strongly with viewers. Her death has sparked grief both in Nigeria and the UK, along with calls for justice and greater protection for journalists.
They are not just fighting because they believe in their rights. They are not just fighting because they think you are wrong. They are not just fighting because this is where they belong. They are fighting because they have no hope. I'm your boy Uncle P, and welcome to another episode of Uncle P's podcast. Guys, you know, that video you guys just watched in the beginning is a very sad story. Imagine losing your life simply because the ambulance and the police had no fuel in their car, and you are the giants of Africa. And what are you known for? What do you brag about? You know, sometimes when I sit in this studio and I'm ready to do a podcast, I always ask myself, do these people realize that all they need to do is be humble? Because their reality and their truth is now known to the world, and they can no longer hide it.
Guys, good afternoon. As of today, this is Lekki, Lekki phase 1, almighty Lekki. Make una see water enter everywhere. Water dey reach person for nyash inside Lekki estate. Guys, please let me like this video, share, comment, abeg talk am as e be.
I'm not the one who took that video before you come after me and say I'm exposing things. It's your own people that are exposing your country. And guys, I don't do this for no other reason. I do this to show you that they will not go back to their countries. That's why they are fighting like this. Just so you don't get confused, this is a guy, a South African guy. They are saying he's from Dudula. I cannot confirm that. But he's making an announcement letting them know that very soon immigration will be coming. They need to get their papers in order. They'll be coming to check them. Listen to the noise and listen to the accents. All foreigners telling him to footack, to go away. They could have attacked him, but they know this is a country of law. Had they touched him, this would have not ended well.
Do you know which your mother looks like? Do you know which your mother
Imagine they are threatening him in his own country. There's a police van, traffic van there, and they're doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. South Africa. When I say you're on your own, you're on your own. Vote right. Because in the end of the day, there's a lot of people who are feeling sorry for these people, but these people will not feel sorry for you tomorrow. You can feel sorry for them today because you are benefiting a little bit. Amajolofinas, they are shouting here and there. And they keep saying that, no, we have children with these South Africans. Who's going to feed our children? Somebody even said, tell them to take their wives and their children back to Nigeria, which is gotta be the reality. But you also the heading. And I know there's a whole bunch of Zimbabweans here ready to hear what's going on. Guys, I never make this shit up. This is official. This is from the Minister of Home Affairs of South Africa. Notice to all Zimbabwean exemption permit holders. Minister Immigration Directive number 21 of 2025. Re-extension of validity of exemption granted in terms of Section 31(2)(b) of the Immigration Section 2022, Act number 13 of 22. I, Dr. L.A. Schreiber, MP Minister of Home Affairs, with the power bestowed, hey man, upon me in terms of Section 31(2)(b) of the Immigration Act, have decided to extend the validity of the Zimbabwean exemption permit ZAP until 28 May 2025. The Immigration Advisory Board, IAB, was appointed by me with effect from 1st April 2025. The IAB has met on several occasions and deliberated amongst themselves. They've met on several occasions, deliberated amongst themselves. This has nothing to do with you, South Africa. They debate on the immediate future and long-term solution for the holders of ZEP permits. Screw the fact that we had a whole petition with changing of the constitution and everything. They're not even paying attention to that. They are sorting out their people first. Critical, this is the part that annoyed me. Critical stakeholders will need to be part of the consultation process. Who are the critical stakeholders? Is it not South Africans? Is it not the citizens of South Africans? Are they not the critical stakeholders? Guys, I'm beginning to question what is the definition of critical, because we spoke about critical skills. South Africa is only saying that these jobs, South Africa only needs critical skill workers from foreigners. Critical. Mara, all the gardeners, all the helpers, all the hair salons, all the mechanics, all the tuck shops, you name it, foreigners. Are those critical? Or the definition of critical has changed? Pending conclusion of consultation, I directed that. Hey man, listen to this. Existing ZEPs shall be deemed to remain valid for an additional 18 months after the current expiry date, 28 November 2025. No holder of exemption may be arrested. Guys, why did they have to be specific on this point? It gets worse. Ordered to depart or be detained for purposes of deportation or deported in terms of Section 34 of the Immigration Act for any reason related to him or her not having any valid exemption certificate. I'm telling you, Zimbabweans are celebrating right now. Zimbabweans are celebrating. And these elections are coming, guys. They need to protect their people. They can't get rid of them. South Africans are not understanding. They cannot get rid of their voters. All those fake voters that show up, people who have already died many years are still voting. Who do you think carries their permits to go vote? Because a physical person has to go vote. Who do you think is carrying those identities? There's 700,000 people right now. The IDs that were blocked are currently crying. They want it reactivated. Why are they crying specifically now? All this time we did not see any news about them. Now they are making a big deal out of it. Elections are coming. The holder of an exemption certificate may be allowed to enter into, listen to this guys, this is very, there's a reason for this, this is very specific. may be allowed to enter into or depart from Republic of South Africa in terms of Section 9 of Immigration Act. Read together with the Immigration Regulation 2014, provided that he or she complies with all other requirements for entry into and departure from the Republic, save for the reason of not having a valid visa endorsed in his or her passport. And no ZEP holder should be required to produce no ZEP holder should be required to produce a valid exemption certificate, visa, or any authorization letter to remain in the Republic as contemplated in Section 32(1) of Immigration Act when making an application for any category of the visa of temporary sojourn in Republic as contemplated in Section 10(2) of Immigration Act. Guys, listen. Any queries related to the content of this directive should be directed to the Department of blah 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 blah. That's done and signed by Cape Town on this blah day of blah. Guys, they sold the country. Guys, they sold the country. Guys, I don't know if somebody's gonna come here and accuse me of being a 30% or what, but guys, we read that document together, right? Does it not just sound like they just created laws, or they just created situations in which allows or disallows what Operation Durula March in March are doing to no longer have an effect? Man, they are protecting their people. As Zimbabweans are celebrating. Zimbabweans are celebrating.
It's early in the morning, so I cook papa, fish and vegetables because sometimes madam don't want to give me food. So stress-free, life is short. Let me enjoy my papa early in the morning before start waiting to madam's house. Guys, I love fish. This is fish. I roast fish. I cook vegetables and then pap. Let me show you my papa, guys. This is my pap, stress-free. So let me.
This is stress-free. Let me enjoy my papa. These are the critical workers that they are protecting. But first, I'm not a hater. I believe that the citizens of every country need to get priority number one. Those of us that are blessed enough to become citizens or permanent residents should contribute to the economy of that country. Respecting a nation, their laws, their ways, their cultures is extremely important. I say it in every single video. I get crucified for being a foreigner, for being an Angolian and speaking the way I speak. But this is nonsense. We would never allow such in our countries. Never allow such in our country. Guys, I'd love to hear your guys' opinions in the comments below. Please like, share, show some love. Like I always say, I'm your boy Uncle P, and I shall see you guys on the next one.